Hi, welcome back. I am going to model what I want you to do for the scene character or character scene. I forget what I called the assignment, but the assignment that wants you to set up a scene where you can place 3 different characters in like specific areas. I've decided to use the gym environment. So I'm going to start with the main building again. Pull that out. Oh, there you go. And again, it looks huge, so I'm going to zero it. 0 tab, 0 tab, 0. I do think I want to rotate it. So, well, I could click this rotate tool. It's hard to grab the handles, or it's hard to see if I'm grabbing the right handle. Plus, you get more accuracy by doing it this way. So I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. And then I'm going to, whoops, wrong mouse key. I am holding Shift and the right mouse button to orbit it because I want to see it from this direction. So even though I'm orbiting the whole game face by using the right mouse button, it doesn't change the position of my asset or my prefab because I wasn't moving it. I was moving the environment. And I prefer to have my objects below the main camera in directional light. Oh, I guess I keep going over it because of alphabetizing. I'm not sure. Let's see what this says. It doesn't say what order they're in. Anyway, so I got my gym in. I'm going to take my ring, or take the ring, and get it in there first, and then again zero it out. And you can see it's floating above the floor, and it's just kind of in the middle. I think I'd rather have it on one of the sides. So I'm going to switch back to the move tool. I'm going to pan this a little bit. Now, you have arrows to move with, which are really nice because they only go up and down. So if I first want to focus on the ring being on the ground, I can pan and see how you can start seeing it go down. So again, I'm gonna pan to move that a little bit, and that looks like it's just about there. So now I'm gonna orbit, which is my right mouse button, pan and orbit a little bit. And this square that's at the base of the little thingy-majig to show you how to move, that will only move in the XZ plane, so it'll stay on the floor. And I'm just going to push it over in the corner. I'm going to pan a little bit more and orbit a little more so that it stays inside the building. Again, if I use this one, I won't be affecting the up and down. I think in a real gym, they put the ring in the middle of the floor, but I'm not going to do that. So that'll be one of the places one of my characters can be. Now I'm going to get a treadmill. I'm going to actually put a few treadmills along the walls here. So pull the treadmill in. It looks weird because it's closer to me than the rest of the gym. So again, zeroing out is a good first start. And then I can move that rectangle there. I'm going to see if I need to rotate it 90. Yes, 90 is correct. I'm going to right click to orbit again. Not right click, right drag. I'm going to use only the green arrow to get it on the floor again. And I'm going to use this arrow to pull it to the side. And again, orbiting helps. Orbiting and panning help. So panning is the middle mouse drag, and orbiting orbiting is the right button drag. I think that's on the floor. Okay, so I think I showed you in the previous video that you can duplicate items. So I want 2 more of these here, and the benefit of duplicating is you're already getting that positional part. So it's nice and easy to just drag to the side. So Control D one more time, and I can drag that out. Now I have 3 treadmills over here. So I can zoom out. And that's my treadmill part of it. I think the third part of it, let's see what I got. I can do mats, I can do weights. I don't know what the difference is between these. They look pretty similar, but I think I'll set up a weight thing here. So I'm going to take a dumbbell station, zero it out, and then pull it forward. I think I want to rotate this as well because I'm going to also use it sort of as a wall. So I'm going to put it over here. Let me get closer. Actually, that one looks like it's on the floor. No, it's floating. So let's put this baby on the floor. So you can see that panning and orbiting are super important when it comes to setting up scenes. And zooming out helps too. So the right drag is the orbiting, the middle mouse button is the pan. So let's see. Bring this down a little bit. Pan it. That's kind of where I want it, right in front of that beam. So I'm actually going to duplicate this a couple times too, so it'll form a mini little wall. And then I'm going to put 2 benches here, and that can be for another character. So I will Control D to duplicate, pull this one to the right, Control D to duplicate again, pull this one also to the right. And you know what I haven't done, which is really stupid, is I haven't saved. Now Unity doesn't save automatically. You have to be really conscious of that. I can go ahead and click save. It's already got a name. The name of this scene is just sample scene. I should have named it better in the beginning, but it's okay that I didn't. So anyway, you want to be really conscientious of saving. The other thing is, if you are a person that doesn't restart your computer very often, you're asking for trouble because Unity is a pretty hefty program and it will crash sometimes. And it doesn't save, so if it crashes, you're gonna have to do all this work over. So stop and save and try to remember to do so every 5 minutes. Okay, so I like my little wall there. I'm gonna take E2. Actually, I wonder where this is located. That's 21, -6, and 10. So I'm gonna use those numbers. 21, -6, 10. And then I should be able to pull it this way and this way. I'm going to hit F to focus on it, orbit and pan to see if it actually is on the floor, and I'm not sure if it is. Hard to tell sometimes. Let me orbit a little more. Oh, it's actually going through the floor. Okay, -6 was probably correct. Oops. Trying to orbit again. A little bit hard to see that one. Oops, and it's also over the belt. So let me click it again. Drag it to the left more. I think it's okay. Let's see, and I think I'm going to put a bench like right here. So I'm going to change that and focus in on it. Oops. Oh, forgot to hit enter when I clicked focus. So now I can click focus, get it on the floor. Again, I need to orbit and pan so I can get this properly on the floor. Sometimes going through the floor helps because then you can tell if you're on the floor. Let's see. Oh, that's a hard angle. Come on, show me the floor. I think that might be on the floor. There we go. That's definitely on the floor. Okay, let me look from above a little bit and drag that, and I'm going to put that there. So I kind of have a little section, and since I'm only going to have one of these benches, I'm going to pull it out here more. So, okay, so that gives me a, use your words, Betsy. That gives me 3 distinct places, which is all I'm looking for the assignment. And eventually we'll be putting in characters. Now my trick here is to find a good angle. So you can see in this angle, I can see all 3 spots pretty clearly, and that's where the 3 characters will go next week when we start using character animation. So what you'll have to do is you'll take a snapshot of this and put it on your assignments page. So, and you'll see my example there. So good luck with that.